What's going on, guys? So today we're in LA and we are with Mark. Mark is TMK Aquarist on Instagram. He has a YouTube channel that he's going to be pretty active on coming soon.
I'm gonna be full speed ahead on my YouTube. Yeah.
Now,
it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and I saw something absolutely incredible in his studio. And Mark, what is this beautiful masterpiece that you've created?
Thank you. So this is a paludarium that I named Water's Edge. And it's a 60 gallons aquarium section down below. And then basically the water is feeding the plants on top. That's on the plant wall. And then everything you see here is like real plants, right? They're just growing and acting as a natural filter to the aquarium down below. So I actually don't have to ever do a water change on the tank.
Just so many plants in here, and I noticed this monstera. You got pothos in behind. These are all real plants.
Mm-hmm.
All real plants, and the stocking of the aquarium is actually incredible as well. What was, I guess you could say, what was the inspiration, and how does somebody create something like this? Because when I first saw this aquarium, you know, for the majority of hobbyists, this could be pretty intimidating. So, you know, give me a rundown of what inspired you to create this aquarium.
Okay, yeah. So I've always envisioned this space to have like some type of like a massive greenery. But then the real reason behind this setup is that I have a project with a client who commissioned an even bigger tank, kind of like even bigger plant wall. So for that one, I basically did this one as a practice run, and then I work out all the kinks and whatnot. So yeah, that's the inspiration, I guess, behind this.
Now, for something like this too, you know, you got to think, you know, not only is it a masterpiece, but it's also, it looks like it's intimidating in terms of maintenance. What's your maintenance on this? Like, how many hours in a week would it take to maintain something of this beauty?
Yeah, so like I said before, no water change required. I do vacuum, like the gravels every now and then just because I want to, right? It's not like out of necessity. The nitrate is always 0 because of the plants. So I do trimming on the plants every week, maybe once a week. So I want to say the trimming for me is really just a therapeutic meditative process. Mm-hmm. So I can spend like as long as an hour to 2 hours if I want to, because I have the time to. But then if I don't have the time, I'll just leave it alone. And then the irrigation system is automatic. Mm-hmm. The water top off is automatic. So yeah, like I can leave it for a month, 2 months without touching it. It'll be fine. It's just the plants will be very overgrown.
And this is absolutely incredible. Seeing something like this in person, of this caliber, this beauty, and the time that went into making something like this is absolutely incredible. Now, in terms of the stocking, which I found was pretty brilliant myself, is you have some harlequins in here, some rainbow fish. It looks like, you know, take me through the stock in this aquarium, because like, creating something like this, you're also very particular about what you're stocking it with too. So just give us a rundown about what's in this aquarium here.
It's funny you say that, because the stocking is actually not specific or particular at all, because before
I'm wrong.
Sorry. Before this guy goes back in hiding, I just want to point out this guy, if you can come in. Like, this is a huge there we go. He ran away. So that's like a giant skunk quarry that don't really come out a lot. But then, anyways, so pretty much all the fish, except for the quarries and the checkerboard cichlid that you see right there, are fish from my client's tank, basically.
That's awesome. No, and just seeing something like this and the beauty of it, it's absolutely incredible. Now, in behind here, so what's watering these plants? Like, what's behind this masterpiece up at the top here?
So it's actually very simple. There's a pump that sends water up through like the irrigation tube on top, and then the top is basically just a drip tube. and then the drip tube drip through like the water through the felt material on the back drop, which acts as a substrate for the plants, right, to root into. And then, you know, the water is just the, you know, the aquarium water, which it's, you know, a biofilter.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. And like, you know, coming into this is just your studio, guys. Like, he has another aquarium that I'm personally fascinated with, like that I'd like to show everybody on my channel as well. You know, if you're on Instagram, obviously I'm going to leave all Mark's links in the description below, but you're going to see something on there called the Grotto. I don't want to talk about it too much in this video, Mark, but it's something that'll just blow your minds. And, you know, I also want to bring up one more thing, because since we are in your studio, you operate a successful company in the Los Angeles area. You know, give me a rundown of what inspired you to create that company, because you don't just build these for yourself.
Right.
You set up these from start to finish for clients as well.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that you asked me that question, because starting that company, it wasn't just because it was like aquarium design is my passion, but also I wanted to serve my life's calling through that as well. So I discovered my life's calling in my late 20s, and that's, you know, to work on the conservation of freshwater environments specifically. Had no idea how to do it for the longest time, and I walked through life without knowing it until I started the company of aquarium design, because I wanted to showcase the beauty of freshwater environments, and then I have the skill sets to do that, and then put that in front of the public, right? And that's my way of serving my my life's mission.
Now, if I go over to the right here, and I'm not going to talk too much about this tank here, but this thing, this massive aquarium is monstrous. We won't go into too much into detail about this one here, because I know you've got some surprises. You did have some stocking in it before. It was a fully set up, scaped, planted aquarium with a theme and a name. But, you know, you'll have to tune into Mark's channel, Mark's Instagram page, to find out what he's doing next on this one. I've seen it. I've got a sneak peek of it. I know Joey got some footage of that as well, right?
I can't remember.
He's trying to hide it. However, this is just incredible. The size of this aquarium, like if we can put it into perspective, what are the dimensions of this aquarium, Mark?
It's 8 by 3 by 2.5 tall.
Yeah, so I could sleep in there.
Oh yeah,
we could all sleep in there. We could all sleep in there.
It's 2 feet less depth than the 700 Piranha aquarium. Like, now you can understand how big that. It's the same height too.
Yeah.
My tank is just a little lower, but it'd be insane to see what you could do with my Piranha tank.
Yeah.
Because eventually I'm going to rip it apart and do something different.
You did like a fantastic job on the Piranha tank.
It's okay, but
no, the Piranha tank is incredible.
Now that I'm seeing your tanks, and see, I'm trapped in a tiny little place in Truro, Nova Scotia. I don't get inspiration from anything, and I'm trying to inspire others, and I'm just there alone. So when I do these travelings and do these trips, that's my chance to get inspired, and that's why I film as well, to bring people along. But
yeah, we should definitely do something like when you rip that tank apart.
You should
I'll come over, and then we'll do it together.
Yeah, but I won't film it because I'm going to take full credit and pretend it's just me. Oh, is this being filmed?
It's being filmed.
Oh.
This aquarium is incredible. Seeing something like this in person is absolutely nuts. Mark, you're a fantastic man, my friend, and I'd love to see more of what's to come in the future in regards to you, the hobby, and all your future ventures, man. So thanks for letting me film, and you know, subscribe to Mark's YouTube channel. He's committed that he's going to start uploading. And
I will.
Yeah,
absolutely will.
And final thoughts, Joey, what did you think of this aquarium when you first saw it?
Sorry. It was absolutely phenomenal. But, you know, it's far more interesting in person than in photos. There's so much intricacies and things to look at and admire. And Mark did a really good job on doing something so simplistic, but it certainly looks incredibly complicated, but I definitely feel like I can go home now and build one of these. Like I have in my mind, I'm planning it out. It's not going to happen, but that's how easy he made it look once I'm here looking at it all. So
Yeah.
very, very inspired.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, it's a beautiful tank. And guys, make sure you're subscribing to Mark's channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you're not already. There's more videos to come in the future. And yeah. Oh.
Hey, I got a new dog.
Good night. Don't film this.
Good night.
I sleep here.
Okay.
I'm having my nap.
Take care, everybody. Have a good one.